Knowledge Bank. First, what are the Zhangyi-Danxia landforms famous for? Answer. The Danxia landforms of Zhangyi in China are famous for their colorful mountains, hills, cliffs, and valleys. These landforms are composed of sandstone and conglomerates that give them amazing colors. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and popularly known as the eye candy of Zhangyi. Second, why do we get an image in a mirror but not on a wall? Answer. A mirror reflects light in a regular pattern because of its smooth and shiny surface, whereas a wall reflects rays irregularly because of its ruggedness. Third, why does the needle of a compass always point towards north? Answer. The Earth itself is a huge magnet that interacts with other magnets. Due to the influence of strong magnetic fields of the Earth, the magnetic needle of the compass always points towards north. Fourth, where is the lowest point found in Asia? The lowest point in Asia is the Dead Sea shore, which straddles Israel and Jordan. It is 1,369 feet below the sea level. The Dead Sea is actually a saltwater lake formed by the extremely high levels of salt in the water. It is not possible for any creature to live in this water. Fifth, why is a wet cloth placed on the forehead of a patient having high fever? Answer. When wet cloth is placed on the forehead of a patient with high fever, then, due to the high body temperature, water in the cloth starts evaporating. As a result, cooling occurs, which brings down the temperature of the body. Sixth, why are ventilators in a room always placed near the roof? The hot air, being lighter in weight, tends to rise above and escapes from the ventilators at the top. This allows the cool air to enter the room to take its place. In this way, the cool air that keeps on replacing the hot air makes the room cool. Seventh, how does a fuse protect electrical equipment? Answer. The fuse breaks the circuit if any fault causes too much current to flow. A thin wire inside the fuse allows a certain amount of current to flow through it. If the current exceeds the limit, the fuse wire breaks and stops the further flow of current, thus protecting against any possible damage. Eighth, how do fingernails grow? Answer. If we notice closely at the base of the nail, there is a semicircular root called lunula. It is white in color and consists of a group of cells that manufacture keratin. Keratin gathers and protrudes in the form of nails. Ninth, why do we find it difficult to breathe at higher altitudes? Answer. Because of low air pressure at higher altitudes, the density of air is less, and if the air density is less, so is the oxygen. Therefore, in the deficiency of oxygen, we find it difficult to breathe at higher altitudes. 10th, why does popcorn pop? The kernel of a popcorn has a tiny droplet of water at the center, surrounded by a hard shell called a hull. As the popcorn is heated, the water turns into steam that builds pressure inside the kernel. When the hull can no longer contain the pressure, pop, the kernel explodes and a fluffy piece of popcorn rises up.